Are you alright? Ooh. What is she doing? Hold on. That silly old dog. Um. Bella, come on. Come on, Bella. No, 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 no. Bella, Bella. The gate isn't locked, so you can come and go. Oh boy. Alright. There, you're with me now until now. Wow, she's stubborn. You're fine. You can go. Careful, Bella. You might not want to give me a smooch. I've got some. I've got some. That's Kelsey's water. No. Can't pet that dog. Can't pet that dog. It don't bite. Let's see.
Yeah, but it's too hot up here. And I don't sleep well when it's hot. Also, I need to charge my phone.
Oh, where is a charger that I can use? Or that I can give to you, I should say.
I mean, like I have a charger, but I have to go back downstairs again. Oops.
You said it was downstairs?
Yeah.
Alright, well, hopefully the air conditioning actually kicks in like it's supposed to. I set the cool setting.
I sure hope so. No. Yes. Oh shit.
go. You wanna... Whew.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It's hot here.
Yeah, okay, I turned the air conditioning on, so...
Compared to...
Just give it some time.
Downstairs. Wait, hold on.
Is that it?
No.
Oops. Is it the other one?
Yeah. Yeah. That is the other one.
Okay. Bella? Close this up, aren't I? Hey, ch-ch-ch. Didn't even think about it, Missy. Oh, okay. I am ready to rock. Rock.
Same.
Let me just close out some things. Hi, Tats. Ah, Ryoko's updated again.
Nice.
Nothing major. Just a couple of tweaks. Whew. Jesus. Hey! A little bitch!
What is she take now?
He snatched my hat right off my head! Little weasel. Alright, let's go.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the tests we had performed earlier.
Tests?
Yes, tests. On the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree. Don't you remember? And they say I have the bad memory.
Oh, yeah, that. I totally forgot about it. That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim. So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood, or...
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. And whose was it? Dagger updated.
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Thank fucking Christ. After all this, after seeing whatever that was coming out of Maya, I think I need to go back to drinking.
Like, I saw a literal demon.
I saw a literal demon come out of a 19-year-old girl. I think.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Maya is 19.
She is
by
19,
this point.
yes.
By this point, yes.
Yes. It says it in her profile.
Yep. Oop.
Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims. Excuse me!
Who brought this dog in here?
Who
And can I pet that dog?
Who brought this dog into my courtroom and can I pet it?
Can I pet that dog? She don't bite.
Yes, she do! No, I'm kidding. She doesn't bite.
She nips, but she doesn't bite.
Yeah.
I understand, Your Honor. From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So let's finish this quick. Agreed.
Very well. Please bring in the last witness. Oh, poor Maya.
Yeah, at least she had a change of clothes. Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright and Co. Law Offices.
Maya?
According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Karain channeling technique. I'm frightened. The Fae clan, I don't want any more to do with it.
Oh, Maya. Pain the Fae bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Fae. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the inner temple, and you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Dunham's murder. Is this correct? I didn't see anything.
Straighten up this instant, young lady.
Were you my dad?
I think I dropped my cap. Yeah,
Yes,
I did.
you did.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, hold on. There's an important prop.
Oh, Might as well get a couple brownies, too. You might as well get a couple of the brownies, too. Hey, Amatsu. Nick, wrong game category? What game wait, what do you mean, wrong game category? Oh, Amatsu's here. He said, Nick, wrong game category. Oh. You forgot to change the game category. Apparently it says Devil May Cry. It isn't a dual screen stream unless something goes wrong. Hey, he started saying it. I'm just continuing it. Yeah, it does say DMC. Whoops. It's okay, Nick.
Go figure, I set up literally everything else. I'm like, oh man, we should be able to make it just in time. Ah, Bella!
Everything's going wrong.
Stay there for a sec. Could you type in, like, I don't know, finishing Ace Attorney? Finishing Ace Attorney 3, that'll do it.
Finishing Ace.
What? Hey. No. No. You want mimitos? Why you run away?
Actually, I got an idea for a title.
Sure.
Who the heck is Gato?
Okay.
Because that's what I'm wondering.
Go for it. Type it in. Who the heck is Gato? What the heck is going on here? Stop, Bella. Stop. Hi, Prince. What's up? Oh, God. I see that you have resubbed, but unfortunately, I'm currently in the process of wrangling this dog. Yeah, that'll do. And, now, Bella, stay! Stay! There. Okay. Yes, I got it. There we go. Okay. Everything works
the
now.
alerts aren't working. Poor Nick.
How are my brownies?
Good, just
Thank you.
next time don't put nuts in them, please.
Oh, you don't like the walnuts?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like I said, I don't like nuts and chocolate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I like peanut butter and chocolate. Yeah, she is. I
Well,
like peanut butter and chocolate, but I don't like nuts and chocolate, strangely
Okay.
enough.
Sorry.
I don't like the conflicting textures.
Fair enough. I do, but I like texture. So, Prince, get this. Now that you're here, we had one of the recipes that you posted. Thank you. We had one of the recipes that you posted. The chicken, the Cajun chicken and rice. Oh, pretty good. I burned the sauce, unfortunately, which is just another thing that I did wrong today.
It was still good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Very spicy, and I liked it.
Very spicy.
Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for... She only has a problem when I talk. She didn't give Dave any shit the other day. She doesn't give you shit when you talk. She just does not like the sound of my voice. Well, congratulations, Bella. Join everybody else. Little weasel. You know what I forgot, but I'm not gonna bother and get now?
What? The cup?
The cup. Stop it. You ate. You're fine. You're just an attention hog. Oh boy, this isn't gonna be a short stream. Probably not. Just want attention, that's all. She just wants attention. She wants all eyes to be on her. Anyway, sorry. Pick your head up and speak clearly.
It's all
There's
about
always time for crying
in her
later.
with her, it's all about me.
Mm-hmm. She's like that old song.
Oh, the...
Me.
Mm-hmm. The one with the really trippy music video.
Withering Waves is about to release soon.
I saw, and I'm almost tempted to play it.
I got the ad for it while I was prepping dinner.
I'm almost tempted to download it because one of the main characters that I guess one of the main advertised characters, he looks like Koo from the Fate series, and I love Koo, so.
Oh.
Mhm. We'll get there eventually. You'll see. You'll see why he's my favorite.
Is he a himbo?
No. No, he's actually not. He's just very unlucky. No.
I see. Oh, also, boop, there we go. Nah, I did it.
Like, he has got some horrible ass luck, and you'll find out why.
Okay. Okay. I'm good now. Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later. Oh, even Bella liked Gato, apparently.
No.
Don't knock over my monitor! Don't knock over my water!
I'm guessing that's a lot, huh? Is that a lot?
9 gigabytes? Not really.
Oh.
Well, it depends. For a phone, maybe. Yeah, if you could just move that plate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's almost 10 gigabytes. Depending on the size of your phone, it could be big, but...
Oh, it's not gonna go on my phone.
Oh.
My phone has Genshin. It's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna have enough room.
Oh. A few bytes less than Nikke. Oh, well,
Wow.
look at that.
Oh yeah, how's that been, by the way?
Nikke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been still playing it. Here.
Here, bring it up.
It's gonna take a while to bring up, so let's just keep going while it loads. It's gonna take a bit.
Sorry, I'm trying to finish chewing.
Huh. Well, yeah, on a phone, like 10 gigabytes might not be all that much for an application. On a computer, it's basically nothing. Like, do you know how many gigabytes a typical, like a VOD of one of our streams is? Like
No.
40, 50 gigs.
Really?
Yeah. Turn it down. It's still loading.
I was gonna notice.
Hey! Trying to steal your shoe.
Wouldn't be the first time she's tried to.
Damn! 21 gigs on a phone. That sounds like
shit.
that's a lot of gigs.
Do you know how many gigs Genshin is? Cause I don't. Okay. But
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes.
oh gee, thanks for reminding me, jackass. I have 100 Y gigs.
Yeah, 100 plus.
100.
We'll say.
Yeah, 100 plus gigs on my phone, and that game is huge still. Yeah, no, Genshin is fucking huge.
It's a big game.
It is. Because it's open world, so there's a lot of exploration.
Yeah.
And now, not only are they raising the so resin is like basically this, it's what you use to grind for materials.
Mhm.
Like you go into a domain and you fight some waves of enemies, and then you get your rewards, and you use the resin to get rewards.
I remember that much.
They're raising the cap to 200, which is good, thankfully, but they're also raising the character level cap to 100. So now I gotta level up all my level 90 characters.
I gotta get back on that grind.
Which is like, fuck! Domain expansion! No!
Also, Genshin is 12 gigs, which, I actually thought it was gonna be a bit more.
That's still bigger than Wuthering Heights and Wuthering Waves. Why am I saying Wuthering Heights?
I don't know. Why are you saying
Because
that?
I don't know, because they have very similar titles.
So let's see. Who have I gotten who's new?
Oh yeah, did you get anyone new?
You've seen all those.
I suppose I have.
Yeah, this lady. Rosanna? She's a mob boss.
Ah, okay. She looks like she looks like a mob boss. She looks like if Cruella de
I
Vil
was thinking the exact
was
same thing.
was younger and a mob boss.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, this is like if they rebooted 101 Dalmatians and this is the design they went for Cruella. I could totally see it too. That's about it, really.
Oh,
I haven't
hopefully
gotten
she's not.
anybody new.
Hopefully she's not hunting puppies.
Yes, please. That's about it. Actually, did I show you Noah? This little fucking gremlin?
Yeah, I believe you did.
Look at this
you
fucking
did.
gremlin.
Yeah, you did. She does look like a gremlin.
She even sounds like one.
Yeah, she does.
She does the futaba. Mweehehehe.
Oh yeah, Nick, about Rosanna, that is a light machine gun she's holding, not a submachine gun, aka the Tommy gun.
I saw that it was a Tommy gun, but I didn't think it was a light machine gun.
Anyway.
A Tommy gun themed light machine gun. I dig it. Sorry. Alright. We can talk more about that later.
Yes.
Ahem. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Witness, if you please. Yes, Your Honor. I don't like seeing Maya sad. That makes me sad. I don't like it. I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against a stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
Sorry. Her sad face makes you sad, but her surprised face is hilarious.
Yeah. So you were struck on the head. I suppose it must have been the staff.
Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Ha! Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone.
Well, it was a bad night for it was a bad night for a lot of young ladies that night.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Maya, hang in there.
Well, I have some booze underneath
Here,
my
hold
podium.
Here, hold on. Because actually, why don't I go get the cup real quick? Here you go.
Well, I reach down and grab my booze. Judge, no! Ah, god damn it, you're always stopping me, bailiff! The top animator who worked on Madoka Magica and more was driven to tears by threats of being blacklisted in the industry by a popular anime studio. Although the worldwide popularity of anime is at an all-time high, the animators behind these popular series often don't reap the rewards. A top talented animator commonly associated with Madoka Magica's animation studio Shaft has revealed that he was recently driven to tears by threats of being God damn it. Can people stop treating animators like shit?
Real.
God damn it, I love Madoka Magica. So, you know, I mean, like, I don't like seeing any animators get treated horribly, but especially when it's a show that I really like. That's another one I gotta show you one day. I gotta show you Madoka Magica.
Thank you, Prince.
My favorite part.
Wow, I even forgot the Twitch link.
No, don't!
What?
Don't look!
Why?
It's a spoiler!
For Madoka Magica?
Yes!
Is it episode 3?
Oh, you already know?
Yes.
God damn! Yes. My favorite part of that opening episode is Big Booba girl got her head bit off. That was shocking. Yeah. Yeah, back in 2011 when Madoka started coming out, everybody thought, like, the way they advertised it, it was just gonna be this light and fluffy magical girl series. And then, well, technically you could probably tell from the very beginning of the first episode that something was off. And then episode 3 happens.
I told you
and then they changed the ending song from this really light and fluffy song to this song that honestly really slaps. Like it goes hard.
But yeah, I told you about, you know, I won't name names because, you know.
No, it was episode 3. But episode 1, you could tell something's off about it.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. The person who shall go unnamed, because I don't want to reveal their name.
Yeah, of course.
the way they pitched the show to me was, yeah, it's just like Sailor Moon. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Yeah, I know. It's like, come on. Don't ruin it like that. Like, I wouldn't have said that to you. I would have been just like, oh yeah, it's just a happy, fun, it's just a happy and fun magical girl series. It's really good.
Yeah. But then here's the thing, as you put it, literally like first couple seconds of episode 1, it's like...
you can tell something's not right.
Like, even if I knew something was... Like, even if I didn't know something was up with all this...
I mean, they fucking play the ending song that gets... that comes in at the end of episode 3 in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Those first few minutes.
So yeah, like, everybody's talking about how, like, Madoka Magica was, like, it's a big sucker punch where, like, you don't see it coming. You literally see it in like, the first 5 seconds, and you're just like...
I mean, like, you don't necessarily see how
you
dark...
feel that something's wrong.
You don't see how dark it gets, but you can tell something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, something's off.
You just feel it. The vibes are not clicking, you know?
Like, it feels nothing like a traditional magical girl show like Sailor Moon. And
yeah.
Sailor Moon had its dark moments, too. Especially in the manga. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, you look at illustrations from the manga, and it's just like, oh, it's just this pretty sparkly shoujo series. And then there's just some scenes of fucking nightmare fueling body horror. And another thing about Madoka Magica, people keep saying she's like literally one of the most powerful magical girls ever created. And then I tell people Queen Serenity destroyed a bad guy by showing her kindness and destroyed a whole mirror world without trying. Yeah? No, like Madoka is the most powerful magical girl in her series. But if we're talking out of every single one of them, no, Sailor Moon is. Sailor Moon is the most powerful.
Power levels are bullshit.
Apparently she in the future when she becomes Sailor Cosmos, she's just fighting against the big bad Chaos for that, like, a millennium, for years and years and years and years, like thousands of years.
Yeah.
And just constantly healing herself.
I remember.
No, literally, next she is the most powerful because no one in the magical girl archetype has shown power since her scale.
Oh, well, I mean, I have no context because I haven't finished the series.
What?
Madoka Magica.
Yeah, so we'll get there. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's just, whenever people talk about, like, who's the strongest, it's always so hard to determine that because it seems like each fictional universe has their own rules about who is stronger.
Yeah, no, like, I say Madoka is the strongest in her show. But if we're talking against, like, Sailor Moon, I don't know. Being the literal embodiment of the cosmos, I feel gets you a pretty big boost in power. And also she becomes Queen of Earth.
Yep.
And basically stops everyone from aging.
Yes. Because here, if we're going based on power scaling, Phoenix Wright is a broken S-tier character in Marvel vs. Capcom, which means he can stand up to Galactus.
Oh yeah, doesn't he, like, throw Maya at people?
Yes!
That's so funny!
I think his light punch is just him pointing.
That's so funny.
Yo, you want to learn how to do a fucking infinite? Oh god, you've never seen that, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
I know, sorry. She doesn't look well at all.
No, actually, Maya comes out with her arms swinging.
Yes.
That's even funnier.
Yes, she like runs up, swinging her arms,
Oh my
and then she
God.
trips and falls and then disappears.
Oh my god, that's even funnier.
Hold on a sec.
That's actually even funnier. All the Phoenix Wright Infinite. Oh my lord, I completely forgot about that. Oh boy, what is this? I need to see it.
Hold on. I want to do an infinite. Infinite.
Okay, I was bouncing.
Here it is. I must sign in. Boo.
Oh my god. Oh wow, this came out 12 years ago.
I know.
Oh my god! Oh my god. Why did it look like he was fighting a Pokemon?
It's one of the characters from Samba de Amigo. Hi, Prince. Sorry. We'll get back to it. I'll show you more dumb shit later.
So,
Oh, wait.
yeah.
I stopped.
Your cat is getting in the way.
Alright. Press the fourth statement.
Okay.
You think you screamed, but you're not sure?
Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was so scared out of my wits. Oh, me, my dear. I'm certain I would have soiled my robes.
Bailiff, bring me the depends.
Bring me the what?
Depends.
Huh?
They're adult diapers. They're literally called depends.
In fact, I think I soiled myself. I think I have soiled myself. Bailiff! Bring me my diaper!
Do you know what old people smell like? Depends.
That was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good one. I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope.
Wow, poor little Maya was really out of her mind. I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do we do? Press her for more details?
That joke was so funny, Twitch went on an ad break.
They were like, alright, you could shut up now.
So what do I...
It doesn't say.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, sorry. No, my last hope.
Okay. I was gonna say, that seems like something important.
Wait a minute, Maya. what's this my last hope stuff?
What? What do you mean by your last hope?
No. That's what you said. You said my last hope.
Huh? What? I said what?
Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see, and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me."
Yeah.
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, you know, that's like, what do you call it when that happens?
Maya's not doing so well up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker. That's not who I was screaming at.
What did you just say?
Also, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Maya was a little fucked up in the head now because of all this, because of losing practically her entire fucking family.
She has been through quite a lot, this particular case. Somebody hand this woman a Tetris.
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming for help. Ah!
Well, what is it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out.
Huh?
Raidus, are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there is another person? I am. Well, I meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
Ha! It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I would say.
Ton of pressure?
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber.
I'm alright, Phoenix. Inside her mind, if I go to sleep, the voices get louder. If I go to sleep, the voices get louder.
I'm fine, Nick. Don't worry about me. Meanwhile, in Maya's head, I hear voices in my head. They come to me, they understand. Oh, you don't watch wrestling, so you don't know what that is.
No, I don't. Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony. I can see a man behind. A man. I think I know where this is going. I think I know where this is going. Could be wrong, but I'm starting to feel 100% sure about this. Okay, so do I press this new statement or
you present something.
Oh, I present something. Presenting.
I could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern. Ah! I see the problem.
It wasn't lit.
Mm-hmm. Hit him. So there was a man standing behind your attacker.
Yeah.
That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Donham, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother.
The killer?
Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
To be frank, Your Honor, I think she's in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, hello, Nexus. What's up?
Hello.
So we're finishing. I know usually we do Wednesday Persona, but we just really want to finish this one.
I want to know. I want to see this to the end. I want to know what's gonna happen.
Oh, it's.
I want to see this. I want to see this emotional roller coaster.
It's gonna be spicier than the meal we had.
Oh boy. And that meal was pretty spicy.
Maya, on the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission.
Huh? What?
It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night.
No! Order in the court! Mr. Gatto, explain this!
Add the pureness of milk to the perfect, clear darkness of the coffee. Stir.
I wasn't asking about how to make coffee, sir. Mr. Gatto.
That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait.
Why do you always equate everything to coffee?
Because he has a problem.
Cafe au lait? Is that even legal?
Judge!
Yeah, these cases have more turns than doorknobs.
I like that.
Yeah, that is good.
I like that. Mr. Wright's words are the milk, and you are the spoon, Your Honor.
I'm the spoon?
Am I at least the big...
I'm the spoon? I'm no spoony bard, I'll have you know.
I was gonna actually go, am I at least the big spoon? No. Okay. You must have noticed
Yeah,
it
you're
too,
right.
right?
You're right. Bailiff is the big spoon.
This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that. Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it. What did you just say? If there was truly no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony.
Nick.
May I? Recall the witness's statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman.
But now she's saying it's a man.
Yep, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker. And she quite clearly described him as a man. In other words, that could have mean to that would have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker.
No!
Also, I just noticed her shoes are platforms.
Order! What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? I'm very confused. Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions? That is exactly what I'm saying, Judge.
Objection!
Right. Do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
Objection!
There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Gatto. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know where this is going. Cover? For the man that killed her mother? Maya has goldfish in her platforms?
Right? Like, she's got, like, those elevated shoes. There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
Ha! You talk a good game tonight. Let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop.
Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Time to show us what you've got. Who was this person that you say Miss Faye saw in the darkness? I'm sorry, Gatto. I know it's you. I was already suspecting him. No, seriously, I was already suspecting him.
I know, and you're right.
I hate that I'm right! God, why?
Take that!
This would be a serious offense if Phoenix was wrong.
Yeah, seriously.
Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily.
Yeah, because of the fucking mask. Because of the red.
Yep.
Yeah.
It glows. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes?
What? But how do you propose to show us something like that?
It's easy. We just need to recreate the conditions of that night.
Conditions?
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off.
No, please. We don't have to do that. Judge, are you
scared of the dark?
Judge, are you afraid of the dark? No. I'm not afraid of the dark.
I'm afraid of the shit in the dark.
Or this is where it can't be.
Ha!
Yep.
That was a nice bit of deduction. Right. Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw the night of the murder!
Order! Prosecutor Gatto, what is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why are you denying it?
Ha. Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you've got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights?
Well, witness, answer the question. You're wrong. I never saw that.
Maya.
I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason.
What? Yay. I'm glad the Gatto voice is good, because I definitely feel like it's gotten a little different as time went on.
I mean, that's fine.
Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
I mean, your Edgeworth voice doesn't sound completely like Asterion.
I know.
Chattering?
If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
We were already asking. All right. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but...
As I said before, first what I was going for was, Antonio Banderas doing his Puss in Boots voice. But then, as time went on, it just turned into Cypher from Valorant.
When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. Torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up, too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man. So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor, No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Gatto said. You're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. But not as confused as I am. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. Master Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
Oh yeah, here's an example of what Cypher sounds like.
Okay.
Where is everyone hiding?
Yeah, I can
Do you hear it?
I can hear it.
They're scared. I don't need cameras to see that.
But I think it's still... I think your Gato Boy still does sound more like Antonio Banderas' Puss in Boots than this guy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how
I
it got
can hear
there.
a little bit of both in it.
I don't know how I got to that point. I just did. But anyway.
Alright. Do I need to press anything?
Third statement. Torches were lit.
Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed.
I'm gonna say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be?
The killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
It's true. It's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene.
Now the fourth statement. So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple. But they're all really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use. An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Sorry oh.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Wait, I can't. Damn it. Hold on. I fix.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's already deleted.
Oh, thank you, Prince.
Thank you, Prince.
I was ready to do that on my mobile account. Get out of here, you bot! I forgot. But it's okay. We'll leave it. It's okay. It's fine. Damn you, bots. Yeah, that's a bot message.
Yep.
Sorry. Well, there's one thing I can think of.
Also, that the fucking username.
Why?
Look at it.
Looks like a... Honestly, I've seen weirder usernames. Both from people and bots. Didn't you say that a lot of the victim's blood sprayed onto the snow? Did it?
Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true. Could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood.
Looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue. But I think this will help explain them.
Damn bots. Skynet is coming. I mean, there's already a real-life Skynet.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is that again?
Skynet?
Yeah.
In the terms of the Terminator movies? I think they were just an AI that got too smart and decided, hey.
Oh, okay.
I think. It has been a while since I watched the Terminator movies. We should do that. We should watch the Terminator. At least the first two. Those are the good ones.
You know what's funny is that one night when my sister had people over, we ended up watching the second one.
Oh, that's a good one.
But I've never seen the first one.
You'll watch the first one. I'd be down for that.
We also watched the first couple of Saw movies.
I never saw those.
First one was actually pretty good. Like the twist at the end actually got me because like just wasn't expecting it.
Okay.
I can't And I guess, like, the second one was not bad either. I don't know about anything afterwards, though.
Me personally, the problem that I have with the Saw movies, especially the later ones,
Yeah,
is that it's just torture porn.
Yeah, like, the first one at least had a point to it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And the fact that it took place all in one room, too.
Yeah.
You know?
They didn't have to blow too much on the budget for that, right?
No.
But yeah, there's a real-life Skynet, and then there's also a real-life, Cyberdyne.
What's that?
That's also another... I think they're the robot company.
Saw should have stopped at 3. I'll take your word for it. I didn't see 3, but...
I think Cyberdyne is the company that made the Terminators.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Okay.
Skynet took over Cyberdyne, who then turned all the Terminators into human-killing robots, etc. But yeah, there's a real-life Cyberdyne company, and guess what they do?
What?
They make robots!
Oh, that's wonderful. Guess we're all gonna fucking...
Guess we're all gonna die!
We're all gonna get enslaved by robots. Our robot overlords.
Oh, so now you press the second statement.
Hopefully, if I'm nice to that one at the place in town,
You'll get the pass.
maybe I'll get the pass.
It's like, you will die, human scum. Wait, I was nice to a Tally! Alright. Just this one. Everybody gets one. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yes. I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence from me. For my sake. What? Hiding it for you? Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden.
She may have thought you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so. You're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened? Yes, I'm sure of it. Bet those bots are waiting until we have enough Starlink satellites to make their move.
I mean, it wouldn't be entirely surprising.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony. Yes, Your Honor.
It wouldn't be entirely surprising if that was a possibility. AI's getting pretty smart.
I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what happened.
This is the statement that we need to present something on. So what do you think that could be? Do you need a hint?
Yeah.
Alright, so the killer went through all the effort to hide all of the evidence around the crime scene.
Okay.
Like, the dagger got stuck into the tree, the snow got cleaned up, but what's something that didn't?
This.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Wait, was it because of a spoiler, Prince? Because I think Kelsey had already figured it out by then.
Well, what did he say?
I kind of don't want to click it just in case it was a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh no, because he said this. Never mind.
Yes.
He said the statue.
Oh, okay.
But the thing,
I mean, it's not a statue.
It's not. It's.
But yeah.
I mean, it's a stone lantern, but
Yes.
yeah, like.
Also, hi, Dave.
But also, I don't know if that's much of a spoiler, just because like I think I would have figured it out anyway.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Hello,
it's okay.
Dave.
Hi, Dave. But yeah, it's okay. She was, like, right there already. She knew it.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I looked at the message, I looked at the message, like, oh, okay. It didn't really click when I saw the message anyway, so it's good.
Double the Death Knight, Dave. How you doing, Dave? How's it going, dude? How's it going, dog?
It's so weird how, like, my mind's so selective about the things that it can figure out.
To be fair,
and then, like, there's just things that I can't figure out because it's not as obvious in my head.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I had that moment a while back. Prince, what was it that it was some kind of puzzle in a game, and I remember I figured it out, and you were like, "Damn it, how'd you figure that out before I did?" I think it was something in Breath of the Wild, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
Anyway.
The body of Elise Donum was carried all the way to the Hazakura Temple's courtyard. Then, at the garden, the real scene of the crime. Also, how are we? We're doing pretty good.
We're doing good.
I am full of spice.
Yep.
It was good.
It was
spicy.
It was, yeah.
The snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe that all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene.
These games have a way of not being clear sometimes, like, you have to play the way it wants you to.
Yeah, I mean...
Like...
I feel like there was a lot of that in the second game, especially.
But yeah, like, I guess that's kind of why I'm saying, like, my mind's so selective about what I end up figuring out.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, so...
Because sometimes I'll play it the way it wants me to, and sometimes I just don't.
There's still one matter that seems somewhat odd. Oh, and what would that be? You must have figured it out by now, Mr. Gatto. It's the message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern.
But he can't see it.
Maya. If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't she... Apparently, I'm not the only person that does that. Afterwards.
Yes.
The bloopers.
Yes.
There are quite a few of the actors that do exactly that.
Okay.
Just the... Then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern?
Ah! You're right! Order! But Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene?
Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow. And then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing. Ah, but if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow?
I don't know, Gatto, why don't you tell us?
But then leave the bloody writing on the lantern. I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern? The killer wrote it to pin the crime on Maya. The killer didn't notice. The killer didn't notice. Because it's Gatto! Man, I liked you, Gatto. Whatever, I still like him. I don't fucking care. He's too smooth to be a criminal. And, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's something Nexus said. I was like, I know you like him, Kelsey. Prosecutor Gatto, earlier in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Maybe I'm not as dumb as I thought. The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred here. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it.
But that doesn't make any sense. The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that.
You're right. There is no way any normal person would.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident.
Start talking in ways that I can understand. I'm old and senile.
Who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether?
And who would that be? Oh. Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Mr. Gatto.
God damn it, why?
This is what you said yesterday.
When I was asking who the hell is Gatto, I wasn't asking, I didn't want this to be the answer.
It's gonna get worse, Kelsey.
Oh, God.
My sight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
You can't see everything. Everything? Is that correct, Mr. Gatto?
This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This lantern. There's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood.
Nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle. Mr. Gatto, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before. During the poisoning case at Trebier. This is the apron that the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on.
There's something still bothering you, Mr. Gatto. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about the bloodstain. Color blindness. You could see the coffee on the white apron.
Well, I mean, in this case, I feel like it's mainly because of fucking goggles on his head.
No, it's something for way worse.
Oh, really?
You'll see.
Fuck.
You'll see. You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red. Ha! It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one who can't see them?
Oh, I wonder why. So then, Mr. Gatto, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern?
Hey, Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason I don't drink red tea. Wasn't sure about it until now, but...
Is it just that you wouldn't be able to see the tea?
Hey, why is my cup empty? No, Gatto, there's definitely something in there. Splish! Son of a bitch! I just have to check on Bella. Just can't believe it. Prosecutor Gatto is a murderer.
Is
the
the
murderer. But there's no going back now.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, who the fuck am I kidding? I can believe it.
I finally figured out the truth.
It was Crystal Pepsi all along.
I've never had Crystal Pepsi.
Me neither.
Mr. Gatto, the defense at this time formally accuses you.
But I know it was discontinued a long ass time ago.
Yeah. Personally, I don't understand.
When was it? discontinued?
Oh, I have no idea. Personally, I don't understand why certain companies would, like, discontinue certain things like that.
Yeah,
Because, like, if it's such a novelty, why not just make it every once in a while? Instead of just being like, nah, we're done. Shelf it.
There's a lot of products from when we were younger that are just gone now.
Hmm.
Like, apparently those Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
Those are gone?
Yeah, apparently those were discontinued.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, they brought it back in 2017.
Oh.
Well, that's that.
Okay.
Still, though, I kind of wish they would just have that be a thing.
And I remember when they discontinued that Oreo cereal, and then they brought it back.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't like how it was when I was a kid.
Right. You know what's an Oreo thing that I kind of wish they'd bring back, even though it was kind of stupid and not really? The Oreos that turned your milk blue.
I don't remember that.
There were Oreos that when you dunked them in your milk, it turned your milk blue. It was probably some crazy dye that... Now that I'm really thinking about it...
Oh yeah, you know what? Oh, remember the, remember that ketchup that was, like, green and purple?
Yeah. I mean, I already hated ketchup. So, like, seeing that was just like... nope, bleh. Gross.
Are toaster strudels still around?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We were actually having a discussion about that the other day. There are toaster strudels. Personally, my favorite flavor is Boston cream pie.
I had that.
Really? You've never had a Boston cream pie toaster strudel?
No.
I think I know what we're getting tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, the goddamn... No.
You hate what?
Hi, Heinz.
Hi. Hello, Heinz.
Listen, Heinz. You're the only ketchup that I like.
Hey, I like ketchup, so...
Kelsey does.
I like a lot of things that Nick doesn't.
Pickles.
Pickles, ketchup, raw tomatoes.
Oh, you like even the raw tomatoes? Like just straight sliced?
Yes.
Oh, alright then. Well, then boy howdy do I have something for you.
That's what I love, the like the tomato slices with mozzarella and that oil stuff you put on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Pickles are delicious. Yes, they are. Although I don't like sweet pickles. I like dill pickles.
Whatever.
Crazy salad. Yes, I like those. I like that.
Ah, okay. It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned the dill pickles. Vlasic is dill pickles, right?
I don't know.
Those are the pickles I don't like.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I've tried a couple different pickles. Oh, yeah. Look at that loaf over there. She doesn't sploot, though.
No. Walks in, gets dunked on. No, we like you, Heinz.
I do. Yeah, I don't know. Every pickle that I've had has always just been like, eh.
Actually,
Maybe I should try making my own pickles.
yeah, maybe.
Because, the
Actually,
guy that I've been watching.
when I was younger, I used to hate olives. Now I like olives.
Still don't like olives. That hasn't changed.
That's no big deal.
Pickles save sandwiches?
I actually don't eat pickles on a sandwich. If I'm gonna eat pickles, I usually just eat them by themselves.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look up a video from the guy that I've been watching, Joshua, and I'm gonna look up a recipe on how he makes his own pickles, because I'm pretty sure he has those. And I'll try that recipe. Still doesn't work. I just don't like pickles.
Anyway.
Sorry, Mr. Gatto. The defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Elise Dona, also known as Miss Misty Fey.
It's hard to believe this may be true. However, once again, Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you.
Just to make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps. Come on, how does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name written. I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red. This is rich. Do go on, right? The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
The snow? How so?
Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not just take out just that area?
Yes, why didn't he just take that area? Why didn't he take just that area? Ah! Could it be? Oh man, this Phoenix Wright fight with Cyclops is so good. I don't mind munching on pickles by themselves every now and then, but they're a good add-on for burgers too.
God, I think that's what it is. I just kept having pickles by themselves.
Yeah, you could have it with a burger or sandwich. Might actually be better.
I want to make burgers now. But I know you don't want burgers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I'll save them for...
I'm not a burger person.
I'll save them for Saturday. Because I think Saturday I should be able to...
Gato is Triclops?
Cyclops, but yeah.
Is Cyclops confirmed? The blend of flavors go well.
Alright, well, I got some burger recipes that I can do, and if it's on Saturday, Dave can come over and have some.
Yeah.
Burger. Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow. And so, he had to remove all of the snow. He couldn't be sure of where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area. Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark? Not a chance. Torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine.
It seems. Now, once again, this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. This twist is... This case has more twists than an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Or like what Nexus said, that more twists or more turns than a doorknob.
Yeah, that too. Lit fam.
Fam.
Can you explain this, Mr. Gatto? Hold it.
Oh, it's Maya.
Wait just a minute.
Maya!
What is it, witness? Mr. Gatto, isn't the killer? After all, he didn't even come to the Inner Temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up.
Objection!
Maya. You can't testify to something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I may not look it, but...
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She didn't? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Are you senile, old man?
Yes? I got you.
First it was you making the joke, and then it's you wheeze laughing again. I live for your wheezy laughs.
Good. Stop picking on my grandpa.
We established this just a little while ago.
I'm playfully teasing the judge. I love the judge. He's my favorite. He is my favorite character to voice. Next to Maya.
Well, it's a good thing he's going to be around for basically the rest of the series.
Good. He's trying.
He really is.
Yeah, he is.
After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, that's right. Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, Please listen to me.
Plan to cover for Gato no matter what the cost? If that's the case, I've got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her. Ha! Nicely done, Wright.
Very well, let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder. Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling my spirit. And my spirit left me, as it were. But little Pearlie was there at the Inner Temple, too.
You want some more water, or are you still good?
I've still got some. Pearlie was also stuck at the Inner Temple side that night. The next morning, she looked around but couldn't find anyone. The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. That's when Mr. Gato arrived at the Inner Temple for the first time. He found Pearlie first and cheered her right up. Who is this Pearlie? That's my little cousin, Pearl Faye. So when did you hear about this? Oh, just a while ago, when I was in the medical office. I'm terribly sorry, but what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. What? Come on! Pearlie would never tell a lie. She's a way more honest person than I'll ever be.
Real smart, Maya. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath. Ha! The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness.
Mr. Gato!
Let's just move on to the cross-examination.
This is highly unusual, but, well, Mr. Wright...
Let's get this cross-examination started. Alright. So, we're gonna press the fifth statement.
Okay.
He cheered her up.
That's what Pearlie said. He said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Gato. And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict.
Well, I'm still that. Ha! Cut it out. You're making me blush. Guy's really beginning to get on my nerves, in more ways than one. The truth is, there aren't many places to look on the Inner Temple side. The policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-tooth combs. So I decided to carry out an investigation in my own way. Gato style. Hey, somebody just followed. I think I heard it.
Hey.
Amazing that that went off, but nothing else did. Olamide, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. At least those sound alerts work, not the frickin', like, resub message.
I'm the same way. I like to hand down verdicts in my own way. Judge style.
Maybe I should ask some questions. Phoenix style. The investigation.
Gato's investigation.
Yep. You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything? It looks like my investigation went about as well as yours, right? After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern. Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles. The only odd thing I discovered was the beauty in the training. Beauty? Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes. Western tastes? Did he find a stranger way to describe gravy? Oh, okay, he's talking about the scroll.
Yep, so, I mean, I kind of figured. So from there you headed for the prep room?
Wait a second. Did Gato just say right now? I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Gato when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the Inner Temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed Elise Donham.
Okay.
So... Phoenix kind of just spelled it right there. You know, for over a decade, I've pronounced his name Godot. I did 2 at first.
Whoops.
I did 2 at first, but then, I think it was in high school English class, we watched the actual Waiting for Godot movie. Well, it was a short film, but yeah. And then it's like, oh no, it's pronounced Godot.
So he Ray spelled it out?
Kind of.
I mean, if he did, wasn't fairly obvious to me.
Well, here, let's go to the 4th statement first. One, 2, 3, 4. So now, what in the evidence? If that was the first time that Godot showed up, what could he have not have seen? Or what did he just say?
Gravy.
Yeah. That's the one.
On the statement?
Mm-hmm. Here it comes. Mr. Gatto, the first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went to...
Hello, Ruben.
Hi, Ruben. And went into the Inner Temple was long before the murder took place.
What? Why do you say that?
Because he just made one fatal slip-up. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
A hanging scroll? But Mr. Kato was right. That scroll shows a picture of my mother.
Maya, I know you know who it is. Or, I know you know who it is. But there's something you didn't know.
Here's something you didn't know.
Oh, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired, 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
What's that wonderfully delicious smell?
The morning after... I would probably smell rotten by now, honestly. Are you both excited for the remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door?
I've never played any of those games.
Neither have I, actually.
I mean, I'd love to be able to play them, but I can't say I'm excited because I've never played them.
I mean, I can pick it up.
Yeah.
We can just give it a shot.
Yeah.
See how we feel about it.
Yeah, sure. Because I mean,
Ooh.
I heard
Another
something.
one. Another one. Hey, there you are, Nexus.
Hey! Thank you.
Aha! Now we got you on both.
But yeah, I mean, my friend has played the Thousand-Year Door and really liked it, so...
Yeah. Now you're not in the dark about whether or not, like, who are you talking to again? Because we have 2 different chats, so it's like, who are you talking to? Sorry. Alright, the morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
Gravy? Well, why gravy, Nick?
Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Gatto, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have had any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye. Good point.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Nick!
Yes?
Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look at the top. Look, at the top. There's a crest here.
That's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark, then you could guess that it was a picture of Missy Faye on there.
True, but Mr. Gatto described what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Oh.
Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing. Mr. Gatto, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the Inner Temple long before the crime took place.
And he was absent for a while.
Can I ask you just one thing tonight? What is it? This whole theory of yours. It all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that the crime was going to be committed.
That's right! Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene.
Of course Mr. Gatto knew about the plan.
Huh? What did you say? Is it really possible that another person knew of that plan?
Let me know when you want a hint.
Yeah, I want a hint.
Okay, so the plan by Morgan to kill Maya and was conducted through the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. So theoretically speaking, only 2 people or 3 people should have been in on it, right? Morgan, obviously, Dahlia Hawthorne, and then Iris, who was supposed to do the channeling. Or excuse me, Pearl, who was supposed to do the channeling.
Yeah.
But is there a way that they could have known about it beforehand? You're looking right at it.
The letter?
Yeah. It was opened once before.
I really started looking at the descriptions more.
This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay authored the plan for her daughter's future, and these instructions were hidden somewhere in the Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they had already been unsealed.
Unsealed?
Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how we knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple. And you still insist this crafty killer is me? You bet I do. But you just said that the instructions were hidden.
That's right. Mr. Gatto couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden.
If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out.
Yes, and when was that?
During a visit.
A visit?
Morgan Fay told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center?
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Gatto.
Order! Mr. Gatto! You're under fire again!
This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you...
Morgan's hair is looking pretty good for an inmate.
So actually, here's a really interesting thing. Somebody on one of our previous streams who posted that quick little, like, fanfiction thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a wig.
Oh.
And also apparently, if it's the kind of wig that was mentioned in that little fanfiction thing.
I have not read that yet.
Well, because they wanted us to read it after we were done with this case.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, because of all the wax that it took to basically keep that kind of hairstyle poofed up, more or less.
Yeah.
Lots of wax. So much wax, and this is historically true, so much wax that it actually caused a lot of women to have their hair fall out. Because it would just clog up their hair follicles.
What you're saying is she's bald on here.
It's a very strong possibility.
Well, no wonder she keeps wearing it.
And you were the only one that could have acquired this information about the murder. Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is caused.
that's you. I mean, a lot of people drink coffee, but you kind of drink it in... You kind of drink it a lot. Like, an excessive amount.
Like, you make me look like a casual drinker.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean? It means there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped on a conversation during a jail visit where he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect his witness. That's right. If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? Ah, another person who uses cream and sugar. I take mine straight.
Well, I use coffee creamer.
I take mine straight, or something that I like to do, something that got me started on my whole addiction, Swiss Miss. Trust me, just take a packet of Swiss Miss or whatever hot chocolate.
And I've been doing that. I've been doing that at work.
So good. So good. This girl is nothing but a stranger to me.
I don't know about that.
I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her.
You do, buddy. I think I'm suspecting something else, too.
I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue a dandelion in distress.
Not sure about that, buddy. The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for a lack of a better word. Even considering what the killer wanted to protect this witness's life. His behavior is still a little too unnatural.
However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Gatto? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs.
Knew it. Figured it out, haven't you, Nick?
Yeah? Guess you were doing your best to cover for Gatto. Same reason, huh? Okay, Trite. I'm all ears. Let's hear it. Very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you.
What's this?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably.
Yeah. Diego Armando never died, did he? I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I called it! He didn't die!
Oh boy, here it comes. There's a very good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all, she is Mia Fey's only sister. Mia Fey. You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney.
Wait a second here! Mr. Gatto is a defense attorney?
It's like the one person that connects you and the witness is you! You want to do that again? You want to really think that over? With your Honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Gatto?
Diego Armando.
His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right? Last time someone called me by that name.
Piercing intellect.
The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago.
Diego Armando. That name rings a bell.
It should, Your Honor. All of this is related to a single case. A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself. Mia Fey's first time in court. The tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Mia, you can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
God, he's so fucking cool. I don't care that he's the killer in this case. He's so fucking cool.
I was moved by her. The way she put all of her faith in her clients. That pure, sweet heart of hers. That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne.
I don't fucking blame you, buddy. He is so cool. Yeah, he is.
Mia and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. One fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since the trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria.
Ah, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned.
Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison into my coffee. Remember when Terry said thanks for the coffee?
Some newspapers at the time called it a murder. Very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all! No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
How your hair turned white?
Yes, actually. I see. Body shut down, and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep.
Ah, so he went through the same. He went through the same thing Kaneki did in Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, in Tokyo Ghoul. I never saw Tokyo Ghoul or read it.
His hair also turns white from a very stressful situation. Saying it's a very stressful situation is an understatement, though.
Alright. Am I ever gonna read Tokyo Ghoul?
Yes,
Actually,
yes, because I have it!
by the by, apparently they're going to be coming out with a new Tokyo Ghoul anime.
I did hear something about that. I hope it actually follows the manga this time!
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good! Because holy shit, the other one was dog shit. It was dog shit. You have to forgive the judge's memory. He is like the only judge in LA. Can you imagine how many trials he has seen?
There's
I bet.
There's only one other judge, and it's his brother.
Yep,
the Canadian.
They're both Canadian.
One's lost the accent, the other has not.
Yeah, the other one spent so much time in America that he lost the accent. Clearly, the other one still spends a lot of time in Canada.
That wound of poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight, and all of my hair turned white due to the damage it caused.
Damn. It's terrible.
Apparently, it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness.
Yes, sheesh.
5 years had passed since I drank that poisoned brew.
And yet you're still drinking coffee.
One morning, my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee.
Well, yeah, they do say that somebody can wake up from a coma because of familiar stimulus.
Mhm.
So
That's why some people will, like, if they're in a hospital,
yeah,
they'll just keep visiting every day and just being like, I
yeah, they'll
can
talk to them.
Yeah. Like, I know they're in there. I just gotta keep trying.
Yeah. For 5 years? You were asleep for 5 years?
And the worst possible news was waiting for me.
He was dead.
Mia Fey was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had.
Oh.
The woman I loved had been murdered.
Oh.
And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death.
A woman you loathed?
The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Honestly, if I were poisoned by coffee, I would never fucking drink it ever again.
But it's just too good.
Just saying, I'd probably never drink it again. It would actually, like, that would trigger some kind of PTSD reaction out of me. But I guess Gatto's just built different.
Good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
That's so sad.
For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days, there were only 2 reasons left to live. And it was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor. If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live? The first was you, Trite. Huh? Me? If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey never would have died, much less the way she did. You were the only one who was there to protect her. But you let her die. It was all your fault.
How? He didn't know it was gonna fucking happen. He wasn't even there.
He's just very sad
I
right now.
know.
It wasn't like that.
This theme. This is good.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were.
So that's why you became a prosecutor?
My other reason for leaving. She goes by the name of Maya Fey.
Aw. Huh? You mean me?
You were the only way I could make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Kurain village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fey was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it.
Oh.
My role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her. That's how you overheard Pearls' visit with Morgan at the detention center. I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it. Makes sense. Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya. She never would have helped out. Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices.
Accomplices?
Iris of Hazakura Temple and Misty Fey. I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl Fey.
But how did you contact my mother? She had been missing for almost 20 years.
Officially, yes.
What? What do you mean, officially?
You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government. Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something to that effect. She said that the Master of Kurain had great authority. Even without her official position, Misty Fey still wielded great influence. The police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
Don't ever forget, no matter how far away from her, no matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
She was always...
That's why. I knew she would do anything to protect you. You want to know how strong her resolve to protect you was? Look at her staff.
Yeah. Our staff? The one with the sword in it?
The day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon. We met for the first time in Hazakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay, if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Mother.
That night, the night of the crime, there was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan. You mean pearls, don't you? We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne.
Well, Elise? Oh, Elise. Oh, sorry, I was... Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together.
We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan, but she never showed up.
She was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of, and that's why Misty Fey had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
What? What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself. As Master of Kure, Misty Fey's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Fey wouldn't be able to.
What? Is this true?
My role in the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt Maya Fey. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple, just in case you need to be saved from Dahlia Hawthorne. Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to, Trite. Huh? There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney. But you're going to have to do the rest yourself.
The background leading up to this incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Fey. And I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Gatto! Where the hell is he? Where the hell is his cup fucking sliding from? Like, who's sliding that to him?
Even the cup thinks he's so attractive that it just goes.
Yep.
Well, Trite, if you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond the shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick! Please don't!
Maya.
I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I have to protect Mr. Gatto. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too!
Maya, I know that.
Nick.
But even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify.
Miss Fey, your testimony, please.
It's the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick. Alright, young lady. Tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder? Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights 3 of them. Thought I'd ask for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed, and I lost consciousness. These red lights. I thought you said you didn't remember seeing them.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Ha! Things break, Trite. Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? It looks like you still can't prove it. Maya is telling the truth this time. I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright. See with your final cross-examination of the witness.
You know what, Kelsey?
What?
It is all up to you. This is the final one.
What? Oh.
It is all up to you.
Oh, okay.
Try to figure it out.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna vibe to the music. Lights shining in the dark. I don't think you can make a mistake about that.
Yeah, you're right. I think I saw them, but can't say for sure. I can't tell you for sure they were from Mr. Gatto's mask either.
I don't get the feeling she's covering for him anymore, but...
Press harder?
Up to you. You got it. You got it. But just after that, you turned towards the lights and called for help. Isn't that because you thought the lights were coming from Mr. Gatto's mask?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's what I was thinking at the time. But I can't remember, after all. There was a person I couldn't identify in front of me.
Maya's life was in terrible danger at the time. There's no way she can remember the details of the scene perfectly.
Alright then, let's go on with the testimony. What did you do when you saw the red lights? Thought I'd ask for help, but...
That blood, was it Dahlia Hawthorne's blood?
I think so, probably. But just at that moment, I heard a soft scream that seemed to be close by. It was a woman's voice.
So that was when the killer stabbed the victim from behind with the murder weapon. Is that right?
Without a doubt, Maya was in the middle of a really dangerous situation. Anyway, the victim was stabbed by the murderer. What happened after that? Struck back? How do you know that?
Well, you're right. I didn't see it exactly. But I could tell by the sounds of their breathing and movement. And also the smell of blood.
You have witnessed more horror than any young lady should ever have to in one life. But, so then, what did you do at that point?
I couldn't move. I could just barely make out their shadows moving in the dark, but I had no idea what to do.
Could you still see the red lights you mentioned earlier?
Yes, I think so. But
they went out?
Yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all.
What could it mean?
The red lights were coming from Gatto's mask, and they went out right in the middle of a fight.
Maybe the mask was damaged.
Or maybe it was knocked off. Or maybe the batteries ran out. Right?
Or maybe those little red pinhead-looking lights just stopped working.
What could have really happened then? What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out?
Yes, that's right.
The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. It was a man's voice.
What? So then, that scream came from the killer?
That's gotta be it.
I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it.
And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh?
After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow. I guess.
Well, Mr. Wright, it seems to make sense to me.
Sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder.
There's a contradiction.
Is that what you think?
I don't know what I'm thinking.
Well, there is a contradiction, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation could create an enormous contradiction.
That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct.
Wow.
I love the judge.
Remember the testimony she just gave before the killer let out a scream? Maya said she had already been splattered
No
by the
shit,
victim's
Judge!
blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged into the victim.
Ah! Is that right?
She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff. If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trite. There's only one thing I can think of. That could have been used as the weapon here. If Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff, what could she have used to strike back at the killer?
Ball.
No?
The crystal. Dagger.
Yep.
The ball?
The ball?
I mean, there's blood on it. So.
Yeah. Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck to a pine tree. Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought it to me. Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this. And she managed to wound him as well.
Objection!
Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim. Have you forgotten that the blood was already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body.
His eyes.
Wow. You got that fast.
They were saying because Phoenix said, "What if his mask got knocked off?" And honestly, that would make a lot of sense.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you're saying the blood on this dagger belongs to the killer?
Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of doubt. And yes, Mr. Gatto, it would prove that it's your blood. Nice theory, Trite.
Order in the court!
Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test. Ha! Let me ask you something, Trite. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that? What? Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the court.
Yes, what does that prove?
Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it. That can't be! In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee, right? That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance! What?!
In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. All right then, witness. Continue your testimony. Wait a minute. What's the problem?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation.
Maya?
This dagger, you said that it wounded the killer.
That's right.
But if Mr. Gatto had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them, right?
Maya? Maybe he just changed his clothes? That'd solve the contradiction pretty easily. I mean, she was on the right track.
I know. What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there.
That's right. And once the bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple, Mr. Gatto was already there waiting for them.
He never had a chance to change his clothes.
Ah!
Order in the court! What is it?
Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him.
Whatever, stop fucking interrupting me! But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes?
Did the judge just take smart pills during the last recess?
Not really.
Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. Maybe he did the murder in the nude. In the snow. Must have chafed a lot. That way he wouldn't get any blood on them.
Objection!
That's impossible, right? You know how cold it gets up there late at night. After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'll be frozen solid. Ah!
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's so he's so smoking hot that he probably would just melt the snow. Now,
All right, Kelsey, I get it. I'll dress up as Gato just for you.
no, that's how I do it.
There you go, Kelsey. Have some water for your thirst.
I need no clothes. All I need is coffee. Yes, I deserve the bonks. Hey, you get to bonk me for once.
Oop. Ha! So that's all you've got? I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if Mia Fey were here. Mia Fey were here. She would have closed the book on this case already. Mia Fey were here. So come on, Trite. Can you do it or not?
How about it, Mr. Wright? You've accused Mr. Gatto of being the killer, but can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence?
Question isn't whether I can prove it or not. Fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer.
Y'all ain't done with this serious yet. series yet. So slow. But that's the criminal justice system at work, I suppose.
Haha, funny.
Well, I mean, we're almost done with this
we're
game.
literally at the end. But also, yes, that is... Listen, this game... in this game's universe, court cases only go 3 days. It's rare that a court case goes 3 months. I know, I got the sarcasm, I got it. The little sneaky jab at the American justice system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was taught that it was one of the rules. Oh, by the way, when the time comes, we both got to do the objection.
Okay.
I can prove it. I'm going to bring you your magnificent vengeance to fruition, just as you want it.
Continuance.
Ha!
Here we go.
That's good. A fighter till the bitter end, right?
Real cool of them to let Cyclops practice the law.
You know, you're not the first person to say that either. Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point. Oh yeah, and it's the original.
Wait, you mean this one hadn't been used
No.
at all? Oh my god.
This is the original
Oh,
corner
shit.
theme.
Shit, man.
Why don't we go for the unlimited penalty?
Oh, fuck.
Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Gatto? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need. Give me a break. You've got nothing, Trite. But what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle.
Alright then, Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've got.
There's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger.
But we decided it was impossible for him to have hidden such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a bloodstain on his clothing.
Not necessarily.
There's one place. One place the killer could have hidden his wound.
What did you say?
Hidden?
This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there are no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound. It's the end of the line. The final stop, Trite. Let's hear what you've got. Where's the location you say the killer hid his wound? So now this is a bit of a weird one. This is a bit of a weird one,
Yeah.
but it's not evidence.
The profile.
Yep.
By presenting his profile.
Yep. Hold on. Yes. And there we go. Ha! I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right, Trite?
Oh.
Is that just now?
Nope, it's not. It's actually not the armpit. Because I just guessed it before.
It can't be. Him? Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's beneath your mask! During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Gatto, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. Ah! Just now, I saw her spirit in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison.
I mean, he didn't know.
And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in their footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought.
Mr. Gatto.
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could ever find it in my heart to forgive was me.
You yourself?
Good
All
night,
right,
Dave.
have a good night, Dave.
Shame you have to peace out now, but yeah. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But you saved Maya! Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway.
What do you mean?
Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away.
Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick?
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother. But I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. You know why? The real reason?
No. Why?
I suppose. I wasn't really interested in saving you at all.
Huh?
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong! You put your life on the line to save Maya! Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure.
What do you mean by that?
That night, in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette, part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Adalia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else?
Revenge?
Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now... Oh, hi, Jimmy. And now, I don't know anything anymore.
Dude, me neither.
I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from death. Instead, you picked up right where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything. You gotta. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando! I believe in you. I knew you were trying to save me.
Thanks. Your wound! It's bleeding! Ha! Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears.
Tears?
Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando!
You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant,
Yes, Your Honor.
although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offense in itself.
I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. He knew the risk and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you.
Apologize? To me? Yo, Tats, what's up? We
Hey,
finished
Tats.
Phoenix Wright. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
For the case 5 years ago, of course.
Like, that last, statement, that was basically the last, thing that we had to answer. Yeah.
I just remembered. Were you poisoned by your own lover?
Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
It's not all that surprising. The two of you, you hardly knew each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister. You only met twice.
Huh? We only met twice?
First time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Swallow was killed.
No way! It can't be true! I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
Oh, that was her.
Twins, Basil, twins.
For those 8 months,
As Amatsu said.
Wuthering Waves is live right now.
Oh.
Is it now?
the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister.
Huh? It wasn't Dahlia?
I hope one day you can forgive me. Beanie.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Who? You mean...
That's right. I lied to you for 8 months.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely.
So that's why you...
My sister, from the very beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
Prepared for the worst?
She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at the moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you?
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it. She agreed to give me a chance.
That's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place.
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed
Notice what?
my feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her, even if it meant her life or mine.
Iris.
After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
I have something to say to you, too.
Yes?
You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Oh. Thank you.
Do you remember before when I said the other ship that I had with Phoenix?
Oh, it's him and Iris.
I mean,
Oh, that's kind of cute.
how many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you, though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had.
You can run in the game without kid.
Oh, thank God.
I'm so sick of that in Genshin. I really don't like the stamina meter. It's so dumb.
Because Breath of the Wild did it.
I know, because Genshin definitely did copy Breath of the Wild initially, but it has branched out into its own thing.
Also, Prince. The stamina mechanic. I sent him something earlier, and it made him laugh, although he hates that it made him laugh.
Oh, okay.
It's something that I
It's
won't
still there,
show you.
but it's done for other things like climbing and floating, but running replenishes your stamina. Oh,
Well, that's good.
interesting.
Sorry. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix Wright?
Aw, you find... Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, Phoenix, where'd you get that?
I think you're right.
The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, Elise Stoneham. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant not guilty. Woo!
Oh,
Court is now adjourned.
it just ends. We don't get confetti.
Finally! This was depressing. I'm gonna go drink myself into a stupor.
Judge Wade, now!
Ah! Let me have this!
Here you go. No, don't drop the soap. No. I think he would. I think in prison he would drop the soap and like just as somebody's all like, "Oh, here it comes," he just has to look back and give them that smolder. Just look back and just go, "What are you looking at?" Suddenly, I just am overcome with this feeling of peace and tranquility. He's so smooth, like the deep dark coffee that he drinks all the time.
How does he shower with that thing on?
Good question. Next question. I guess it's all over. The way everything ended, was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand.
Of course justice was served.
Mia!
I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando. The man who cared so deeply for you.
You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible.
You mean with that verdict?
I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me.
Sorry. Mia!
You've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Mia.
I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday. Phoenix. Aw.
Handled lots of cases, seen lots of things. Along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone?
DMs.
I suppose today's case produced one possible answer.
Nick?
Maya!
I guess it's just like my sis said.
What? What did she say?
That night, when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry. Phoenix will save everyone in the end.
But...
Come on, cut it out with that phony... phony. Cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, Sis, and I'm sure Iris, too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick.
Maya. How? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your own mother murdered. Yow! Francesca!
Still a softie as always, Phoenix Wright.
Excellent work, right?
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back? Oh my god, this is like my wildest yaoi fantasies come true!
Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Franziska have actually been helping me.
Helping you?
These two hadn't been there on the first day of the trial. The defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Wow. Well, where were you, Nick? I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Oh, ouch! Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Franziska.
I think this is Gumshoe. I don't suppose. Oh no, it's Larry, damn it.
I don't suppose.
Like, I don't suppose there's room for me in this group hug, is there?
Oh, Larry!
What's with the, longer than usual face? Like, I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never of any use to anyone, not even once.
That's not true, right, Nick?
What? You're asking me? Like, well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right? Huh? Well, yeah, of course. Like, I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good. Oh, no. Oh yeah, those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? What? Me? Like, why are you making that face, Edgy? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance. Do you really mean it? What about you, Franzi? Did I draw you well, too? Ah!
My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Gee. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something.
So then you'll do it like you
Hairy
promised.
Hairy butts!
Good old hairy butts. Like you're gonna model for my next
Don't get carried away!
Like, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around. Pearls? Where could she have gone? Normally she would have made a beeline for Maya.
Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Hey, Pearly!
Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you're all wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened. Yeah.
To be honest, I can't understand it either.
This guy. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
What do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Maya wasn't the only one who was badly wounded by this incident.
Maya, don't get kidnapped. Stay with the adults.
Yeah, for real, we don't need that again.
Seriously.
In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry. Someone who is hurt more deeply than Maya? Edgeworth. I think I'm starting to understand too. Ow!
Then tell me, Phoenix Wright. Who is Maya Fey being strong for? Pearl.
Yeah.
Pearl Fey.
Poor kid. After all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fey clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya.
So many of my friends are streaming Wuthering Waves right now.
It's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Fey's mother was killed, and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. That's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again. Ah, hey, this is where you all were.
There's Gumshoe.
Wow, looks like we got quite the bunch here. Ah! What was that for, sir?
Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own.
I don't think that testimony will hold up in court. What's up, Detective Gumshoe? Ah, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary's just sorta gone down by a teeny-weeny bit, but it's alright. I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant today. Ah!
Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
That's not a reward. Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean... Yeah, très bien. Where else? I knew it. We're doomed. Hey, come on, everybody. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal. Hey, you, crybaby. You're invited, too. Aw, forget about me, dude. Like, Pearl and I will be at the loser's shack eating potatoes. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya, what's wrong?
Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere.
Huh? I'll bet she just went back home, that's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before.
As I figured, she has been badly hurt by this incident. Oh, my Shaggy is cool. Good. I'm glad that... Because in my head, I'm like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. So, it feels nice that it's like, that's good.
I think it's good too.
Thanks. She feels responsible for the tragedy that is befalling you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do?
Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, what is it, pal? Could you guys go on ahead? But what about you? Maya and I we'll join you guys once you find pearls.
Nick!
Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. Plus, also totally
Almost
not...
as good as Matthew Leonard.
Yay! Lillard, but yes. I think the
Lillard.
autocorrect turned it to Leonard.
Whoops.
Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. Also, we don't like the food there.
Yeah.
We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. Damn. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And we're all gonna barf afterwards.
Yeah, but you're the... Ah!
Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, right?
Stu, I'm feeling a little woozy here. Who's Stu?
Huh?
Who's Stu?
Oh, I don't know. We won't.
But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone?
Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that Pearls might have gone to.
When I say Stu, I think of Stu from Rugrats.
Stu, what are you doing? What are you doing in the kitchen?
Making chocolate pudding.
Why are you making chocolate pudding at 3 in the morning?
Because I've lost control of my life. You guys forgot one of his most iconic characters he's ever played since Shaggy and the hacker from Hackers.
I never saw Hackers, actually.
I never saw that either.
I know it's one of those movies that's like cult classic, but I've just never seen it.
Hazakura Temple.
For Pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started. And just like that, it's like, well, time to shove the movie Hackers in Nick's face.
What's this? You're all back again so soon? Sister Bikini? I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here? Pearly is here? She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her? Okay.
Scream the movie? Oh, I've actually never seen that one either.
I think he was in that one.
In Matthew Lillard? Matthew Lillard was in Scream?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think he was. Oh, yes! He was.
Both of those movies I haven't seen.
I haven't seen Scream either. I know some.
Actually, I saw one of the Scream movies because...
I'll be ready for the torches and pitchforks.
Nah, it's okay. I mean, I haven't seen them either, so...
Pearly's not here.
Ah! Maya! The hanging scroll!
Oh, hey, it's not covered in gravy.
gravied.
It's not covered in gravy anymore.
Someone cleaned it off.
It's gotta be Pearls.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearly! Why? Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya? Mystic Maya! I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother.
Are you all gonna watch? Yeah.
I do.
Heck yeah, we're gonna
watch
it.
If some people are willing to stick around for just a little bonus extra at the end of the stream, I'm gonna put up the bloopers from the English dub.
I want to see.
And I want Kelsey's live reaction to some of them because holy shit!
Are they as good as the Berserk outtakes?
In many ways, they're better.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Because I love the Berserk bloopers.
That's why you came here?
It's the least I could do to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad that my mother is gone, but how do I say this? I'm so happy. You didn't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. Even if one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I could really do. Mystic Maya! I'm impressed! You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty. Mr...
Why did I say Miss? I almost said Mister.
Sister Bikini! Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. After dishonoring the good name of Karain, I don't have the right to face my daughter. Still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die.
Which is that night.
Damn.
I mean, it's true.
Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets.
She'll always be with me, till the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die?
That's the master's talisman!
The thing that Misty kept by her heart would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather, it was the contents.
Oh, there's something in it? I didn't know there was... I didn't know it was a container. That's... You know, you can channel her spirit now. Oh.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
I guess. A photo! Ah! Mother...
It's only natural for living creatures to fight and protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who constantly challenged by that question.
Aww.
How many times is that thing's gonna get broken?
I don't know, but that's kind of funny.
Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed.
Aw, younger Mia.
Mm-hmm. We always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. This is the day to remember. The day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today.
But I still can't. Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start, too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise. I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for three for when you come back. All right, we're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. I'm gonna get some hamburgers.
Yeah.
Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. I'll also eat the hamburgers.
They go to Très Bien, and it's like, yeah, I'll have the hamburger, and it gives it a hamburger. He just keeps eating it because they've already spent so much money.
Yeah, right.
You know, there's one thing I don't get, and probably don't want to, but...
What is it, Nick?
Reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3?
Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us.
Huh?
I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you.
Huh? Huh?
Special care of you. No, I'm kidding.
That's Phoenix's face right there. Just.
You think you can bring that handsome Edgeworth boy with you too?
We'll make it a threesome, huh?
That's not beef. I don't know what's in this burger, but it's not beef.
And then Armstrong is like, oh, yes, well, I had to take some, what's the word I'm looking for? Liberties with the meat. What you're eating right there is, what's a really weird thing? Ground armadillo. How did you even get that? As they say, it tastes like chicken. It does, apparently.
It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course naturally.
Huh? Huh?
That's a great idea after all, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick?
You know, I was wondering if I can just say one little thing.
Sure! Of course you can.
Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it.
Ready, Kelsey?
I'm getting goosebumps too!
Well then, here goes nothing. Objection! Come on, Kelsey, give us your best objection.
Objection!
Nice. Ooh, textured vegetable protein. So soy? Oh, wait, there's still more.
I'll really have to work extra hard now. Master Crane and the office manager of Wright and Co. law offices, and I have to be a good big sister to Pearlie and Nick, too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, Maya.
I know soy is different from textured vegetable protein. I do want to try
So
that.
it's true. Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation.
Trying to read it, but it goes by too fast.
I know, because it's just auto-scrolling. Oh, he got his old coat.
Aw.
Hi, Maggie bought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir.
Hey, don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. Weird phrasing, but I get what you mean, Gumshoe.
It's okay, Gumshoe. We understand what you mean.
Ah, Adrian.
Mr. Wright, I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasure of Coraine exhibit. I even got to see Miss Von Karma, who she taught me how to use a whip and said that I must show you what I've learned.
Oh no!
Oh God!
No!
Also, Kelsey, you can do one more thing besides climbing a wall. You can do the crouching tiger, hidden dragon, run up the wall for a while. Awesome!
Bessie and I started a company called Master Mask.
We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city.
Our motto is cut it out, please!
Pretty cute, please. Huh?
Well, we also sell plants to the criminals as kind of a side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think we're maybe the worst criminals. Also, there was a little tiny bit of the sisters theme, the theme that plays for Maya and Mia.
I wanted to show you my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigre, so I lent him 500,000 in a tea set, a special thick tea. Once I mixed with my own hands, he's drinking it now. Went through compromise.
I would just be like, hey, listen, thanks, but...
Oh no, I insist, please take it.
I'm just an old and in a way, a wrinkly, grumpy,
Rukia.
crown-nosed waste of flesh.
It's Rukia's third sister.
Yeah, but my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 69 years old, and I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper.
This guy.
Good thing we won't ever see him again.
As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. And we've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Egg. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam... What was it?
Adam Mata.
Oh my god.
Another fucking palindrome. Another palindrome.
My! More reporters? Since the murder, we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back. Whoa!
She's probably gonna be in prison for a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bikini. But, tampering with with a crime scene, perjury, whatever else she did.
You've turned it into such a respectful man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you to come and visit, and everyone in him. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but it felt kind of bad when this little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed. Voice.
I think she's talking about Pearl.
Yeah.
Ben Grommen
Grommen Judd. I didn't think they would actually. I didn't think they would actually show who did these voices.
Sean King.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I think so.
Christina Catano.
Objection.
James C. Wilson.
God, his voice.
Jeanette
Sue.
Sue? I don't know how that's pronounced.
I
but-
would assume Sue.
David
Chryslip.
Chryslip.
And there goes his hair.
What's this? I'm back from a long and tiring vacation and no one is here. I guess that while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit and I've got no one. What kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? What with all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what am I going to do with all the macadamia? Oh my god.
Not her!
Oh, when will I ever
They just had to throw her in. Like, I finally found something I love to do. Franzie's whippity whip trip is gonna turn the art world on its head. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I am an artist. I'm a really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all.
Fuck you, Larry.
But okay, he did draw that. And that was,
Oh well, that's actually not bad.
he drew that. And
Aww.
now that's nice.
All three of them are dead.
Yeah. It's very heavily implied that Diego is no longer with us. But hey, guess what, Kelsey?
What? What am I fair? Why do?
We're done!
Yay! Why do the characters I like always die?
When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Aw,
Poor
poor
sad. Aw.
Alrighty then. Are we ready for this now?
Heck yeah. First, I want to use the bathroom.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I've been
While I
holding
get
it
everything
this
ready.
whole friggin' time.
Right here.
You okay?
Yeah. I'll live.